Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. The current state of crypto, guys, is coming from Wendy O here on Twitter. So yesterday we talked about FTX dumping on the market, right? There's also crypto Twitter infighting like madmen. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the XRP community seems more divided now than ever. I was commenting on this on a tweet thread earlier this morning. And the thing is, guys, this happens in waves, this happens in cycles. I've seen this before. If you're fairly new to the crypto space, if this is your first cycle, you probably have not witnessed this in the past. And, you know, it really kind of took me off guard when I first noticed it in my first crypto cycle. So, you know, it's because the market is turned down. We're feeling less optimistic about cryptocurrencies, but we've got to get our emotions in check. We've got to realize this is a prime opportunity to cost average down on our cryptos, to purchase more positions, to diversify into other cryptocurrencies that might really do well. So don't let this catch you off guard, guys. Ripple acquires maxi custody platform Fortress, which was a huge move last week. Bitcoin 1000 range of hell, which we're going to touch on a little bit today. NFT capitulation. Web3 is a ghost town. DCG and sister companies investigated. Is it the bottom yet? So we've got, crypto moving slightly to the downside. Unfortunately, Bitcoin is slightly lower than it was yesterday, but I know the XRP community is probably feeling it here. XRP right now trading at about 47 cents as of the time of this recording. So look at where we are, guys. Unfortunately, right back to where we were before the lawsuit verdict. But guys, really, that's okay. We've got sentiment down to 35. So fear, obviously, in the crypto space. Market is down a little bit. Bitcoin down slightly. Ethereum down about 2 points. BNB coin down about 2.28. XRP down 5.4%. And the rest of the crypto market down around 2, 3, 4, give or take. So, you know, the market is experiencing a bit of a downtrend. But remember what I was mentioning back on September the 2nd. This is a video that I did about 9 days ago. Listen to this. But September's, if we just take a look at this column right in here, you can see September's are generally the not deepest cuts in terms of bearish activity, but always generally quite red. So not too much movement in terms of, positive movement in the space. 2016 was a bit of an exception here. The highest we've seen Bitcoin move to the positive during a September month, 6.04%. But as you guys can see, the rest is fairly negative. I mean, 0.26, that's nothing really to write home about. We got 2.35% back in 2015. But guys, generally speaking, September has been quite a bearish month for Bitcoin. So what do we do, guys? We take these opportunities to diversify, to cost average down, to leverage our cash on the sides to get into some more cryptocurrency positions. I want to keep letting everybody know, including my patrons, I am still looking for some cryptocurrencies to get into because I know September historically has been a down month. So looking to get into some more trades and, we could expect even more downside following even what we've seen today. So XRP down 47 cents, unfortunately. Vandal here on Twitter saying, I'm 100% convinced we'll have a huge market correction in the stock market and crypto market before running up. So he's even saying the same thing. In the .com timeline, Amazon dropped 95% from its highs before recovering to record levels that it reached. So again, guys, we're going to have to go through a little bit more pain before we see that gain. And I don't want to knock you over the head with it. If this is not something you want to do, don't join. But if you guys want to see what I'm trading in this crypto run, I'm going to be opening up my XRP portfolio too, my Bitcoin, my HBAR, my Solana, everything that I trade, I'm going to be letting my patrons know. I'm going to be giving you guys the details, my cost average levels, where I'm looking to cash out, my target exits. This is all going to be part and parcel to where the market moves. And, because this is a bit of a different cycle, we might be making some of these moves on the fly. So depending on what we see, guys, we're going to work with the market. Mags here on Twitter posting this. Each Bitcoin bear market offers two distinct buying opportunities. So another interesting point here, the first buying opportunity typically arises approximately 500 days before the halving event. The second buying opportunity occurs 180 days before the halving event. It's worth noting that historically, the second dip in Bitcoin's price during these bear markets has never fallen below the price of the first buying opportunity, including the Black Swan event. Furthermore, both buying opportunities have consistently occurred before the halving. So notice this. Okay, buying opportunity 2015, 2016, then in 2019, 2020, then in 2022, 2023. So we are in that second buying event now. September, again, historically low. The halving is going to be coming up in April of 2024. So, you know, this again is par for the course. Expect prices to be low, but don't expect them to go lower than what we saw in that first buying event, which was back in December, in this case, back in December 2022. So just wanted to thank Mags too for posting that. Now, on-chain data hints at historical tendency that could benefit XRP, guys. This one coming from XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter. The crypto market is currently engaged in lackluster trading action due to a drop in cryptocurrency activity. As we know, there's not a lot of volume. The total monthly volume on spot and derivatives trading fell 11.5%, as they're noting here. Guys, this is a tweet from Sentiment. With crypto markets continuing its unpredictability, we have seen a big uptick in bearish takes by the crowd here in September. But historically, this is a good thing for patient traders. Probability of price bounces rise after FUD becomes the majority. So, you know, it's literally the opposite of what you would think, but this is how we make money. We get in when the getting's good. Adding more to this negative outlook is the fact that September often presents itself as a red month. So we're also noticing this from Sentiment for cryptocurrencies such as XRP and BTC. As reported, XRP is facing the red September conundrum with a 9-month frequency ending in losses. Since 2013, XRP has only had 4 positive Septembers, with the remaining 6 being negative. So again, guys, just more information to suggest that, you know, even Sentiment is noticing this on-chain. This is the technical analysis from on-chain analytics and analyzing that information to give us a better idea of where sentiment is, where the market is. The market has capitulated, and so this, again, it's not brain surgery. It's literally buy low, sell high. How high are we going to go? Are we going to see highs in 2024, 2025? Who knows? This is why I've also kept the Patreon at $5 a month, affordable enough so you guys can follow me all the way through. Anyway, wanted to keep moving, guys. Rob Art brings up a good point too. Make sure to take profits with XRP. Wait for crashes, sell during every pump. When everyone is hyped, let's say there's a party coming and Ripple makes a nice announcement, price pumps, and then sell. Then when it goes back down, buy. Sell again after a pump, keep at it. Do the opposite of what your emotions essentially tell you to do. And I mean, Chris Larson wouldn't be driving a $2 million Porsche if he wasn't selling his investments when they were at their highs.
What do you do for a living? Your car's awesome.
Oh, no, it's a great car. We love it.
It's amazing, dude.
Yeah, no, it's a good everyday car too.
Yeah. Any profession you work in or industry?
Fintech.
Any advice you give for someone like one day hoping to drive something like this?
Just keep at it.
Keep at it?
People try to knock you down, just keep at it.
Hell yeah.
Go, go, go.
Okay. Do you invest at all either?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Bit, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. I appreciate it, man.
Cool.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I love that question. Do you invest at all? If you were here in 2018, you would remember this. On January 4th, 2018, Forbes estimated Larson's worth at $59 billion, briefly putting him ahead of Mark Zuckerberg and into the 5th place. In their list of world's richest people in 2020, he ranked at number 319 in the Forbes 400 list of the richest people in America. Now, $59 billion, that was when XRP was at all-time high, $3 and change. So, I mean, kind of a ridiculous question. Do you invest? Well, obviously. Anyway, I wanted to thank Bull DF here for posting that. Some people have been wondering about buying Ripple stock, and, you know, you can now, pre-IPO, I believe Link 2 was an avenue for accredited investors to buy Ripple stock pre-IPO, but guys, apparently it's opening up to non-accredited investors, and I'm sure you guys have heard, maybe. Linda Jones recently shared with the crypto community how non-accredited investors can buy shares of Ripple before the firm's eventual public offering. In a recent post, Jones noted that Link 2 has unveiled a special package for people who cannot pass the accredited investor requirements to invest in Ripple stock. Now, you guys can follow Linda Jones. I do believe if you click on this tweet, she gives you more details on how to do that. It's apparently a minimum of $5,000, so you have to invest at least $5,000. And I think you have to put the funds through your Uphold account, something like that. After the fund movement, Jones stated that Link 2 would verify the users. The third step involves moving $24.99 from Uphold to Link 2 through a Link 2 application. So there's some steps involved. But now, guys, you can invest in Ripple. We have been getting murmurings that they might IPO soon. But I want to warn you guys, and this is something that I never like to invest in a company if I don't know what the fundamentals look like on the chart. I want to bring you guys Coinbase as an example, because let's say Ripple does IPO at the height of the market, okay? Let's just say they do that. I mean, companies tend to do this for obvious reasons, right? There's crypto hype, people are getting excited, people are going to buy the stock. Look at what happened when Coinbase IPO'd right here, right at the height of the market. Look at this, the first day it went on sale, April 14th, 2021, that was the highest the stock price commanded. Do you remember where XRP was on April 14th, 2021? Well, let's bring up the chart. April 14th, 2021, XRP was almost at all-time. Oh no, that was literally all-time high for XRP right there. Or sorry, not all-time high, but that inter-year high that we saw in the last bull run. So the highest we saw XRP in the last bull run was literally the same day that Coinbase decided to IPO. Coincidence? Absolutely not. Okay, what happened after that? Well, the price just kind of floundered and it went down and down and down. And then we had the bear market. And I mean, from that high, it did go down about 92%. So, you know, at that time, it was trading at about $421 US. And then, you know, by December of 2022, you could pick up Coinbase stock for about $33. But, you know, you got to remember what the sentiment was back then. But it would be the same psychology as picking up, you know, any kind of crypto at that point in time. I just wanted to bring this to you guys just, you know, as a bit of a counterpoint to this purchasing of Ripple IPO, you know, before. I don't know what price they're offering it right now. If somebody has some insight on that, please do put it down in the comments section. I'm sure you're also going to be paying a premium on the stock price, even if you think it's a good deal. Maybe you might be able to get Ripple stock when they IPO, after the IPO, at a better price. I mean, who knows, again, if they IPO in 2024, 2025, I mean, it's looking like it'll definitely be at least 2024, maybe even 2025. We might see the same thing happen to Ripple stock as did happen to Coinbase stock. So again, guys, I'm in no rush. Nevertheless, wanted to thank Michael for pointing that out. Apparently, former SEC official Mark Fagel has expressed doubt about the court certifying the SEC's interlocutory appeal. So another opinion here with regards to the SEC lawsuit. Mark Fagel thinks the odds are against the SEC. Now, don't forget, Mark Fagel used to be at the SEC. So former SEC official Mark Fagel has expressed his doubt about the court certifying SEC's interlocutory appeal request in the ongoing Ripple case. Fagel's response was to Jungle Inc.'s question here. Mark Fagel, do you think the SEC's request for interlocutory appeal is granted? Seems like this case is very important for an entire industry and involves novel areas of law. There are currently conflicting rulings. Do these items factor in? And so Mark Fagel did respond here. He says, I agree with those points, and I think they should factor in. However, the specific requirements for interlocutory appeal are hard to meet unless the court looks to the points you raise. So another opinion here, guys, from a former SEC lawyer, namely Mark Fagel. He made the comment after the SEC filed a memorandum replying to support its motion for an interlocutory appeal. According to the SEC, the court's July 13th summary judgment decision on Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP and other distributions posed knotty legal problems that prompted the U.S. Congress to make provisions for an interlocutory review. And I mean, Ripple is not the only cryptocurrency company, obviously, being tied up in frivolous lawsuits. I think we'll call them that, frivolous lawsuits with the SEC. The Terra case, well, I don't know if I'd consider that frivolous, but just another case that they mention here in this article. But there are several cases that I think we could consider frivolous, maybe like the one against Coinbase. Ingrid here brought this to our attention. Coinbase CEO at the Goldman Sachs Tech Conference gave his perspectives on crypto regulations and the SEC. Now, this is a clip of Brian Armstrong, and here's his thoughts on the SEC.
I've gotten this question before from investors. Now that we finally were able to talk to you, let me ask you this. I mean, do you think the SEC just doesn't want you to succeed?
You know, I don't want to comment too much personally. And the SEC, by the way, is made up of many different people. We have really good relationships, I think, with the staff that are at the SEC, many of the commissioners. I do think the leadership there has taken a very hostile view towards crypto regulation by enforcement posture instead of just engaging in rulemaking as they're required to by law under the Administrative Procedures Act. And so, you know, the courts have now pushed back, which is good. But I think somehow this is going to be resolved, whether it's the CFTC stepping up, Congress creating new legislation, the courts creating that clarity, or maybe next year we'll have a different SEC chair. Somehow this is going to get resolved in the U.S. And it's like that old Winston Churchill quote, right? It's that the U.S. Always does the right thing, but only after exhausting every other option.
A new SEC chair, you say, Brian Armstrong. Well, the current SEC chairs obviously include Gary Gensler, Hester Peirce, Caroline Crenshaw, Mark T. Ueda, and Jamie Lizarraga. Now, I mean, chances are if they do decide to choose another commissioner, they would probably choose, one that was already sitting. I know there were murmurings, a few months ago or so that Hester Peirce could in fact step in as the new commissioner. Or rather, it was only last month. This was an article that I highlighted from about a month ago, suggesting that Hester Peirce could in fact replace Gary Gensler as the new commissioner of the SEC. As we know, Hester Peirce has been quite critical of the current administration over there at the SEC. And so, I mean, she'd be a great option to serve as, the next chair, the next head commissioner over there at the SEC. Hopefully, if that were to be the case, we would get, some real meaningful cryptocurrency regulation pounded out. But this is all still speculation. Nothing is really going to happen yet unless Brian Armstrong knows something we don't know. Anyway, wanted to thank Ingrid here just for posting that. And some breaking news here, guys, from Crypto Eddie on Twitter. To follow my running theory for the past few years that has stayed spot on, by the way, whereby SBI moves first and then Ripple follows with the same types of moves. Today, SBI DAH, this is the digital asset holdings portion of SBI, which is wholly owned by Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, announced an acquisition of an RMO license, recognized market operators for securities, from the Monetary Authority of Singapore for Asia Next to start the Ready Digital Securities Exchange in Singapore. We also recently got news about Asia Next, SBI, and the SIX Exchange in Switzerland combining efforts. So this is going to be, guys, for tokenized assets and to be combined with their cryptocurrency derivatives covering a wide range of digital assets under rigorous compliance and risk management standards. Asia Next will further acquire license based on the Payment Services Act in the future. SBI DAH also owns SBI Digital Markets, which currently handles digital asset issuance operators, and SBI Zodia Custody, which operates digital asset custody operations, making it a comprehensive digital asset group. So guys, here is the report. It is translated from Japanese to English, so it might seem a little strange grammatically. But Asia Next here aims to open a digital asset exchange for institutional investors with the goal of providing a fair, orderly, and transparent market where institutional investors can enjoy the benefits of digital assets with peace of mind. On June the 14th, 2023, we obtained the approval of the Capital Market Services License Principle from the MAS, but this time we have acquired the new RMO license to open a digital securities exchange in Singapore. So the RMO license, very, very important. Also important to note that Yoshitaka Kitao is the sole owner of the SBI digital assets holding portion of the company. So huge news, guys. Tokenized assets, cryptocurrency derivatives. The acquisition of this RMO license highlights Asia Next's strict compliance and risk management standards and the Singapore government's unwavering commitment to building an ecosystem of innovative and responsible digital assets, and in accordance with regulations and expansion of digital assets. So they're really looking to ramp up their digital asset adoption. Asia Next will be able to respond to spot trading of cryptographic assets by further licensing under the Payment Services Act, or the PSA, and further expand the range of services available as an exchange. So, guys, huge moves here coming from SBI Digital Assets, solely owned by Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, looking to tokenize everything. Obviously, there's the Asia Next connection, combining cryptocurrency derivatives. And so they're getting their ducks in a row, making sure they have all the necessary pieces to run this thing on the XRP ledger. We know Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao is super bullish on Ripple and XRP, has been for a while now. So what do you think? Better to buy Ripple stock? Better to buy XRP? One thing I can say for sure, guys, at this point in time, the market is low. September has proven to be historically low. We are in fear. And if you guys want to follow my trading journey, you can at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.